Hello there, welcome to my views and news. Breaking news for you from Eritrea. Eritrea, Ethiopia border. We know that 4 to 5 days ago, Ethiopian PM Abiy spoke about the access to the Red Sea. That statement did not go well in the region. Regional neighbors responded, strong response. Now it seems that Eritrea is sending a message to Ethiopia through movement of its military, through mobilization of its forces towards Ethiopian border. We have received this exclusive information a short while ago. We'll try to share it with you and we'll try to analyze it with you so that we could understand what is happening on Ethiopia-Eritrea border. I'm not talking about Tigray, Eritrea, the Ethiopia border in Tigray. No, I'm talking about another front. Let's start from 5 days ago, 5 to 6 days ago, when PM Abiy spoke about the need for Ethiopia to have access to the Red Sea. All his talk was focused on Eritrea. He invited Eritrea to talk. He offered Eritrea land, shares in Ethio Telecom in return for Ethiopia having access to the Red Sea. His statement was responded. Eritrea responded to his statement saying no talks. No need of talks. Brief statement, Eritrea rejected PM Abiy's call for negotiations. Somalia followed suit, saying that Somalia's territorial integrity and sovereignty is not up for discussions. So Eritrea, Somalia joined hands, rejected PM Abiy's offer of talks. But pro-Ethiopian government news outlets, activists, journalists, they have been speaking since PM Abiy's speech, saying that Ethiopia has a natural right to gain access to the Red Sea. It seems, though Eritrea, by the way, Eritrea told its citizens, its loyalists, its diaspora community that they should not be provoked. They should stay calm. Nothing is happening. But on the ground, it seems things are happening. Eritrea is sending a very clear message to Ethiopia. What is this message? Is it through military mobilization towards Ethiopian border that Eritrea is sending a strong message to Ethiopia? By the way, PM Abiy is still focused on his quest for having a port for Ethiopia. He's in China, we know that for the last 2 days, he has been in China attending Belt and Road Initiative Summit there. World's top leaders were there, and during his stay, Ethiopian PM Abiy visited a port there. Pictures, videos are being shared of Ethiopian PM Abiy visiting Yangshan port in Shanghai, China. So his new obsession with port is very visible. How is Eritrea responding? I said that Afar is going to be a battleground for proxy war or real war. And 4 to 5 days ago, when I talked to some people of Afar based in Ethiopia, outside Ethiopia, they had no understanding of the gravity of the situation. We discussed and they acknowledged that yes, the people of Afar should be prepared in advance, that Afar could be a battleground for proxy war, a direct war in coming months or years. And Afar is in a position to establish a joint front. It's difficult to say. Now, it seems that Eritrea is sending a message to Ethiopia by mobilizing its forces towards the border crossing which could be used by Ethiopia in future if it has military ambitions, if it has ambitions to take control of Assab through military means. There is a town on Ethiopia-Eritrea border. It's called Bore. It is on Afar-Eritrea border. Border crossing, you can say. And if you want to reach Assab from Ethiopia, you pass through Bore, and then you move towards Assab, which is around 50-60 kilometers away from Ethiopian border. Ethiopia has its military deployment in Assab. Assab remained under the use of UAE. We know that United Arab Emirates used Assab as a port because UAE needed this port for its operations in Yemen. UAE has been militarily involved in Yemen in support of some groups there. But I think more than a year ago, UAE vacated the port and the airbase there. So if Ethiopia has any ambition of capturing Assab militarily, it will have to go through Bore towards Assab. After UAE's withdrawal from Assab, Eritrea enhanced its deployment to Assab port. And 17th Division of Eritrean military is deployed there around Assab. Now, what is being reported is that we're seeing two types of military movements in Eritrea. One is from Asmara, Massawa in eastern direction towards southern Red Sea zone, where Afars live in majority. From Asmara, from Massawa, military mobilization towards Assab, you can say. And second movement, which is being reported by some locals, is about movement of military from Assab towards Bore. Bore is not very tightly guarded area. It's not that Eritrea has deployed tens of thousands of soldiers on this border. But now Eritrea is beefing up its military presence on Bore front reportedly. Obviously, these are preemptive moves being made by Eritrean military. Purpose is firstly warning to Ethiopia that Eritrea is ready. Don't think of any ambition to enter Eritrean territory. Second message is for the people of Red Sea zone, people of the area where Assab port is situated, that don't think that you would be able, some of you would be able to support Ethiopian military. Eritrea is here. I said 2 days ago that the people of Afar on both sides could suffer if there is escalation between military escalation between Ethiopia and Eritrea about Assab port issue. Obviously, Eritrea would try to ensure that there are no elements in Red Sea, southern Red Sea zone, near Bore, near Assab, which could support Ethiopian military. It means we could see ethnic profiling, we could see action by Eritrean intelligence agencies to identify those elements who could turn out to be pro-Ethiopia. And in Ethiopian Afar region too, we're going to see big developments. Rasado is based here. Ibrahim Haroon is leading Rasado. I did a video a few hours ago. Reportedly, there could be a reorganization of Rasado under the auspices of Ethiopian government in Ethiopian Afar. Afars on both sides of the border should realize the gravity of the situation, but so far that realization is missing. So Eritrea, through this military mobilization, is sending a message to Ethiopia that it is ready to defend its territory. And secondly, it is sending a message to the people of Afar region, people of southern Red Sea region, not Afar region of Ethiopia. Now, does it mean that Eritrea is planning to attack on Ethiopia? No, no attack on Ethiopia. It's defensive preparation, defensive deployment. I said in a video that Assab is going to be difficult to defend for Eritrea, keeping in view its proximity to Ethiopia, keeping in view the logistical constraints on Eritrean military to move from northern Eritrea towards Assab. It seems beforehand Eritrean military has decided to beef up its military presence in around Assab towards Ethiopian border. Warning signs for Ethiopia-Eritrea future relations. And I think now it would be difficult for Ethiopia and Eritrea to sit at the table to resolve the dispute over Ethiopia-Eritrea border, Tigray-Eritrea border. Tigray wants talks. Ethiopian military is silent. Border not demarcated. I think tensions will rise now on Ethiopia-Eritrea border in Tigray sector as well. But having said all this and shared with you the developments from the ground, it does not mean that war is coming. PM Abiy flexed muscles, diplomatic muscles, not military muscles. Eritrea flexing muscles to defensive flexing of muscles. Eritrea not interested in attacking Ethiopia. Ethiopia cannot afford to attack Eritrea at this point of time. Overall, what is happening on the ground is not good for future Ethiopia-Eritrea relations. What is needed is some sort of engagement, but there is no country. There could be some platforms, some countries which could, no Western countries in a position to facilitate Ethiopia-Eritrea dialogue. Some other countries could be in a position. I think Abiy Isaias will have to talk. There should be some sort of reconciliation, engagement, talks. Otherwise, things are not progressing in the right direction for Ethiopia-Eritrea relations. Thank you for watching.